This is week
This is week 2.
Yeah.
I mean,
two of our podcast. Hey, why are you wearing the same shirt?
Kena tangkap lagi.
Kiyero.
Yeah. So we will be talking about love.
Okay.
Yeah.
I thought it was relationship. Okay. It's the
Love
same thing.
relationship. This week, right?
Yep.
The good, the bad, the ugly,
And
some pointers, and
yes, love is a very, very general topic, but at the same time, it's
Very close to your
deep
heart.
to your heart.
Close to your heart.
I think close to almost everyone's heart. I think everyone fell in love before. So, yeah.
So
Okay.
maybe we share about some of our findings about love, right? Maybe from each person to next.
Oh wow!
What do you
Finally, okay, I'm not
Be
really
more
prepared.
deep.
I'm not really
Yeah, I
prepared for
think
this topic.
anyway, because all three of us are in different phases in our life. To
Yeah,
say
yeah,
like
yeah.
Roy is currently still single,
Hey, it's only 1 week, man. What do you expect?
but you know,
Oh, first
football and
podcast,
dates
that's
and things
okay.
like that. Yeah, so Kim is in a relationship and I'm married, from what you heard previously. So yeah, I mean we have 3 different phases that we can
Perspective.
talk about. Yeah, perspective.
But I think it doesn't make any difference that we are, how to say, even though we are married or someone who's just a girlfriend or single, but I think we do have exes and we do have people that we fall in love before. I think it doesn't really matter, but I think even including our audience also, I think some people would have like 13 girlfriends or 13 boyfriends.
Like you
Exes, yeah. So
What I guess from my perspective, I feel that there will be certain checklists of criteria that yes and there are certain no-nos as well, right? That we own self have our own criteria about someone we want to spend our life with, right? It's like I always feel that in a relationship it's a two-way street, right? And also you cannot fully get 100% of everything you want, but maybe if you get like a 70% like a HD or a B plus, you know,
why
from the checklist,
why you also
then
look down on yourself?
then you know,
I mean, I'm saying NG and Super English, yeah, grade A quality. So just in case,
Just in case,
then I mean if you get like 7 out of 10 or more from the checklist, I feel is already a good thing. And the transparency between the
Both sides.
person, I think that's also very important, I guess.
Maybe I can share mine first or something like that.
Yeah, go ahead.
I think since you are married and then mine is single, then maybe from there we can counter each other.
Go face to face.
So for me, practically, I used to have exes and everything, and then
Maybe you focus on one part of it.
so now I'm saying, okay, like let's say if you want to talk about love, is I think personally my general view about love is that I think there is no such thing as there will be like you hit a certain 7 out of 10. Okay, okay, this girl is long hair, she wears specs, or she
those are more physical.
anything like
External.
or she's kind to kids and whatever. We don't care whether it's physical or non-physical, and then you okay, she hits my criteria, she's my type, then I will go for her. But I think that there's a difference between the dream girl that you want and the realistic where somehow or rather you will fall in love with the person, or you suddenly, hey, she's not even my type, but then I like her.
They always say like you tend to fall in love with the girl that is very similar to your mom.
Yeah,
you have that
I agree.
perception.
I have to disagree. My mom is the extrovert kind, but I'm into all the introverted kind.
Maybe you
So-
have that. Maybe that's why you're still single.
Think about it, reflect on life,
Reflect on it. Have you go for extroverted girls?
or the criteria.
And then what happened?
I got rejected all the time.
that means you're not trying hard enough.
No, I'm also quite introverted. So.
Ambivert, they call it ambivert.
Ambivert.
Yeah.
But as I was saying, yeah, that there will always be someone that you actually fall in love with, and that is totally out of your type or out of the criteria that you have, and then you realize, hey, I
Actually
do
okay
anything
what?
for this girl. Yeah. So I wouldn't say that we should have a dream girl or what, but in the end you fell in love with someone and then you cannot control. You can't control, and then
If you talk about dream girl, then I also can say like my dream girl is the IU.
IU.
Correct. But I cannot get also. Never mind.
okay, my dream girl also Kim Jisoo. Jisoo, if you're watching this, I'm always waiting for you.
Learning Korean.
Yeah.
I'm actually learning Korean right now. If anyone wants to know, 한국에. Whatever. So what are your general points of view when in love itself?
Kim?
Is the married one that should be last? So
Okay. I always feel from my past relationship that maybe I wasn't doing things right previously, because I guess that time I was in a long relationship and I didn't go into it with a proper mindset, right? I was more like closed off or didn't want to share about like feelings or all that. Maybe because I didn't find the right one, so that's why I'm not open to share the feelings. You know, you don't feel comfortable or safe sharing the deep relationship. You know, things like talking about staying together or getting a place or like having a baby or wedding and stuff like that. You know, we kind of like
You live in the moment of life.
yeah, we kind of like just YOLO and just didn't think about it or just keep pushing it off from the later stages. And then after that, then I realized that after that long relationship was like 3 years plus, you know, that a friend that I met from a meeting in Zoom. So after that,
You know.
Yeah. So after that, I realized that from that past girl, then after that I come up with myself that there are things that I should do better, improve, but there's also things that I want and don't want in a person in terms of their characteristic or personality. So like for myself it worked for me in terms of having a checklist and things that I want and things are like totally no that I cannot accept or something like that. So having that checklist and also working on myself at that time, that one really helped me to find someone that is I would say very comfortable with right now with Angie lah. Like I would say that she knows me very well, almost like 90% of my true self in terms of everything or whatever topics that I share outside. Yeah.
So what in just summing up in one sentence, what would be the general view you have towards?
I like Angie.
I like Angie.
Like only
I love Angie.
and then
Sarang.
Sarang Angie, if you're watching this, I don't know why you're choosing this. So what would be your general view?
For me, my general view, I think if there's a checklist, right, it'll be like super hot girl, must raise physical. That's all the general perception of how people think. What for me is just somebody that can support me on my worst times and my best times. I mean, based on my previous relationship, I realized that what I feel is that a lot of times people always want to be with you when you are at your best. But then when you're at your worst, right, you start to realize people that are together with you at that point are the ones that really matter. Because they are the ones that keep supporting you no matter how bad you are, how good you are, and things like that. And then that's what I feel from my previous relationship. It's just that a lot of times when you are happy, everybody's happy. But when you are sad or angry, you tend to say things that like a bit more sensitive. You can be backward, you can be angry at a person and things like that. Then that's where the relationship crumble, right? But it has reached to a certain point in my life that we have talked things out from time to time. But I tend to be the person who is more quiet when I'm angry or stressed. So I don't like to voice out until I manage to cool down and then I would speak it out, right? I mean, different people have different perception because like my partner, Suping, she likes to resolve it on the spot. Whereas I'm the person who like, I don't want to talk to you now because I don't want to say what's in my mind immediately. It might hurt you and kind of things.
So you are actually like Angie because she's like that as well.
I think not just me, I think.
And you are like Suping, you want to talk it now, right?
Yeah. That's the thing, I'm actually like you.
You don't want to talk it out.
No, when you're in the spur of the moment, right? Okay, for me personally, I believe, right, when you're in the spur of moment when you fight and everything, right, you are no longer rational to actually discuss things out.
Correct.
You will be out of anger, so I prefer to go to sleep.
Correct.
But that is a total no in terms of a lot of relationships. You cannot sleep angry.
Correct.
You see, right? Because you see, if I'm angry, right, I mean, maybe that's why I'm single, Maybe I did a wrong.
But I'm doing the same as you. Because I also tend to go to sleep.
But the problem is, okay, now my question is, have you changed or you are still the same?
No, I'm still the same.
So means the partner compromise to accommodate to him.
Okay, but then you think, maybe that makes it successful,
right? Because your partner has to accept that point that you cannot be like let's say you are feeling stressed, then the person keep, you okay?
It's like got fire already.
you keep put oil. Instead of putting water, you put oil.
Yeah.
So the fire gets bigger and bigger, and then it gets to a point you get pissed off.
So this one is where it comes into another point of view where you see when you are on the fire, right? The person is trying to
Put out the fire.
trying to put out the fire, but then that's why I'm like you. I say when I'm fire, I really totally I totally don't want anyone to kind of disturb. Fire go out by itself.
But
it's a personality kind of thing.
But I guess this part, right, it really depends how your partner or your future prospect takes it. And I would say because we know ourselves better already, right? So if you find someone, right, you should tell them, hey, when I'm angry, right, I do this. I'm not mean to offend you, but this is how I am.
Yeah,
so
I think maybe
if they are able to accept it, right, then they will know like, okay, he's like that. So
I will give him space.
So you talk out with your partner.
So how it works is like this. Let's say we get into an argument now. Let's say I'm Kim, right? So Kim will be the one keep coming to me and asking me, hey, can we talk it out? This kind of thing. So initially, how I resolve it was I would just say I don't want to talk it. Maybe we should just talk about it tomorrow and things like that. But then it reached to a point sometimes that I'm willing to compromise. So I'm willing to change. And there are sometimes she respects my decision as well. So she will just, he's angry now.
So it's a give and take.
It's a give and take. It's not always, the world doesn't revolve around you. You have to be the one, sometimes you cannot be giving,
because you're looking for a life partner to go.
I feel maybe that's the mistake I made, because my previous one also, the relationship I had is that
you are very,
if I'm angry, then I don't want to talk. I just don't want to talk.
So she is the one that
talk it out and everything, and then I realized that I don't.
Due to that
got a lot of clashes and everywhere once in a while.
I will assume because of the non-compromise, right? That, sorry to say that the relationship didn't work out but
partly partly.
There are a lot of other factors also, but this is one of the main factors, because I mean, three of us, we come into a situation that we see that this is one of the normal conflict things that happens, right? And then we want to try to resolve, but how you resolve it is always the issue, right?
Then comes to the next like things that will have different views, I guess. It's like usually, right, in relationships or like friends and all that, right, we usually have like a bunch of friends, which is of opposite sex. Maybe it's like pretty or handsome. So for us, either guy or girls, right, when we hang out,
attracted.
When we hang out with the opposite sex, but it's just a friend only. Do you think it's possible or not possible? Let's say we have our partner, wife, or even before married, maybe girlfriend, right? They have another very good friend, high school friend, guy, handsome, but they are like 8 years they know each other already. Can still have that.
That's the conflict where it's like I can have a girlfriend. My girlfriend has a very hot guy friend. They say they are friends. But then you have that song. Now it's like
you never know.
Sure, maybe next time
maybe has
study
some
relationship.
I think it boils down to coming. I think it boils down to, because we are guys and we know what guys think. And there's no such thing as a guy would be friend with a girl
just for the friend,
just for a friendship. And maybe now, let's say if even the guy, let's say no nothing, but if there is a chance, you definitely want to potong Q one. And that is because we are guys, and then we understand where guys come from. So, but for girls, they for them is girls act differently and they think differently.
The barrier, right?
They unless you really have problem with the relationship, most likely for them it's just friend lah. Because I think girls also, they revolve around feelings. If they don't have that kind of feeling, and then they're 8 years old. If they really want to be together a long time, they'll be together. But I think it boils down also to trust. It could be anything, because there are also stories that girls cheat on the guy's best friend.
She's normal.
Well, I say shit again, so just
because it's a very
family friendly.
No, it's not. It's not about the PG. It's like it's a very emotional topic. So I understand.
I try my best. I'm a guy who swears a lot, so I don't really give it.
You really did again one more time.
I don't really give it.
We don't have editor to bleep it out.
So we don't need to bleep it out. You just keep it real. So So I think it comes. I know for me personally, I feel I must have a certain trust. So for example, if you have a guy best friend and they decide to go out without me, I would say okay. Maybe I would just say, where are you? Or you tell me where you're going. I know you go out, you come back what time you want to come back, you let me know, or you already reach what level. maybe that night itself 3 texts will be enough. The time in the beginning,
when you go,
in the middle, and at the end you're coming home. Then at least we know that. Oh, okay.
So she can say something like, "Hey, I'm going out now.
Yeah,
We are going to the hotel."
No lah.
Just to
then you know, at least
we are just having fine dining.
so right, this will be like a lower point of where we call it the breaking point. So if you reach that, will be that long. That kind of thing, you know.
Trust. I mean, trust plays a very big important part when it comes to relationship.
Yeah. Trust comes very important to the kind of thing.
So when we come to this topic, do you have any like criteria when it comes to like you want to give in and things like that? Because it's now we talk about
the
compromise part, right? The giving in, right? So when it comes to relationship, right? Is there anything like there's a very no thing? Yeah.
Like
There's always a no thing. Like let's say if my girlfriend is fat, I don't like her. She's short hair, I don't like her.
How? That's why like, I say it comes down to my checklist like I said in the beginning.
So what's your checklist? Maybe you list down first. Come, you tell us, come.
Sensitive.
Sensitive topic. Come lah, you tell us one.
Most likely they're asking this question because I'm the only one single lah.
So got good and bad.
I would say my checklist is very simple. It has to be
go clubbing, must be hot.
These are not my criteria. Okay, sadly to say these are not my criteria. She needs to be very homely kind of woman.
Family person?
I wouldn't say she's family, she looks family kind of.
When you say homely, what you mean homely?
No, it's just a cute face, the kind that wears.
So you like cute one?
So you like cute kind. That would be my checklist. Okay, quite kia, and then wear specs.
So got physical appearance lah. What about the internal?
Okay, internal wise, I don't be bad to the parents. Okay long. I think that should be more than enough.
3 only.
Yeah,
I think then you can get 80% of the girls in.
Yeah, boy, 80% of the girls don't like me.
Maybe because you.
10 girls I got rejected 8 times, bro.
Oh, they got 2 more.
2 more, no feeling.
So got no chance,
Not say not feeling lah. It's just that maybe it doesn't.
Okay,
work out.
then come down to feeling, right? Since you say about that.
Why you keep asking me this question? It's so
You got the single one, so you have to whack one.
Excuse me, our topic today is about exes. Oh, is it?
Do you think
The same.
in relationships, right? Is there such thing as true love?
Relationship.
You mean the one?
The one.
Like you meet that person, then you like.
I tell you right. I until today I believe there is.
So have you met the one?
No.
But like our parents, right? Do you think they are the one?
No.
But I think our parents' generation is more different. They're more compromised.
I mean, if you think about it, in our parents' generation, maybe I don't know whether we're the same generation, but the older generation, right? They are not the kind that you marry where
for the sake of love.
I don't know lah. I just feel that a lot of all these old people now they always fight one.
Yes,
especially when go they fight. But if you find the relationship that's the one you definitely not fight.
It's basically like yin and yang, right? Two pieces that met together already, right?
And then they always complain. One person complain about the other one. Then the other spouse complain about the other spouse to the kids. Then the kids will be like.
So you have this negative environment at home.
So is there such thing? Will I be able to find the one? And they don't realize that they are actually influencing the younger generation.
Yeah, indirectly, subconsciously.
So our generation is different. If you realize that we will start to compromise.
Generation.
There's a lot of people say I prefer I don't have kids.
Oh yeah, that's quite normal. That's quite normal. Yeah, I've heard it.
With they rather have pets.
Yeah.
There's a terminology for it.
There's a new thing they call it, the pets are the new kids.
And then if they have
kids are the new luxurious item. Yeah, that kind of thing. So a lot of people they have pets. So.
But pets are not cheap.
Yeah,
to be honest.
Clothes and
but at least they don't betray you or
they don't talk back to you.
Can change pet.
So. That's what they say lah. You don't like it.
Kids is for life, bro. You cannot change. So. Why are we talking about pets so sudden?
Yeah, but no lah. I mean, going into that topic because love relationship always comes into play when you love a pet, you are showing love to the pet, right? Technically, right?
True.
So that's the idea behind it. But
I think love is too wide of a topic. I don't know, Kim. I feel it's wide enough that a lot of whether this kind of love or what the love experience we go through, where it will define our current love life or our future love life. That kind of thing. There's no why. You see, sex is part of love.
Yep.
But there's some people who don't do sex before they get married.
Yeah.
So And then some people, gift is also part of love, touching and everything.
Oh, yeah.
I think that's about the love language.
It's not just
It's the love
everything is
language.
love, but the thing is how a lot of people define love very differently. Some people define it if I give you, provide you with a house and everything, that's
food,
love.
shelter.
Or some people it's like I can buy everything for you, provide you.
That's love. Yeah, that's love slash sugar mommy slash sugar daddy.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm open for. I didn't say anything. I just say open. Okay.
Hashtag open
Hashtag-
for Roy.
Hashtag need income. So yeah, so maybe most likely I think our exes definitely will play a very important role in our life.
Who we are now.
Yeah, for
our
me, I don't know. I'm still single. So
No. I
it has
mean,
to come with-
there's always a point to say that there are areas that you are willing to compromise from your ex that you learn that you are willing to put it into your future relationship, right?
Okay, so my question first with Kim is whether having NG today, right, does your ex actually affected your decision today? Because based on just on what you said on your views, right, you didn't give or you were not prepared for your exes. But if let's just say you'll be slightly sensitive, so let's just say does going through the experience with ex right, actually changes your ways of loving NG, or actually were you still the same and then
I was just now we were talking about if you get into a fight and then after that we either have the keep quiet one or we open or the one that wants to resolve it, right? That time I was the keep quiet one. So but in this relationship I was the other one, the one that want to resolve one.
So you changed lah.
Yeah, so I guess it really depends on people, but I feel that if you feel you want to make it work with someone, right, you will want to talk it out. Both person will want to talk it out lah.
I'm just at a
their
different
own
point of
natural
time.
Yeah, in their own natural time. So maybe because previously I don't really know. I know that it's not really. We actually together more of because we not really sing that well already actually, but it's we are what's that song? Scared to be lonely. You were scared to be lonely in that sense at that point of time, because it was early first job that time also, so it's stable.
It's sort of the
it's
point
not so
that
stable also, and then that time is we're trying to find money. That time money not so good, not so high as now, it's more stable, right? So it's that thing also affect how we react and do things.
basically at that point of time, what he's saying is that his perception that like FOMO lah. Everybody nowadays FOMO into everything, right? So everybody got in a relationship.
Yeah.
Why I cannot be in a relationship?
So how did you overcome that? I mean, if you got decision, just break up lah. I can find another one.
Yeah.
Not so easy, because once you
Because you were,
committed, right?
committed already.
Yeah, once you committed, right, you will always have that thought if I break up now, then how I'm gonna find the next one?
Yeah.
Like finding jobs lah.
Yeah, and then you will feel that
You want to get another one to replace first, but then in relationship it doesn't work, right? For jobs, yes lah, you get another job, then you throw your resignation, right?
Yeah.
But relationship you don't I'm with this girl, but the
I
girl
want to
looks
secure
better.
my next one first.
I get secure my next
But
one, then I break up with this one. That it doesn't work that way lah.
Yeah.
Oh, I think that was the year 2000 something. I think you texted me before.
Yeah, and I also realized that when I was with my previous one, I totally omit all my other social circle friends. I totally abandon or
Because
don't really hang
in a
out.
way, your partner doesn't sync up with
I
your.
never like his ex.
Which one are we talking about? I understand what you mean. I understand. So
if I can point middle finger, this for you.
But I understand because in a way there are people that is in my circle now due to this, right? That the friends are very hard to mingle around already.
Because
So
we have a common friends between the ex and the current.
So then we don't really mingle anymore lah, I would say. Because if I were to mingle there, then my wife would come to me. You still go for your ex lah. You don't want that problem to happen. And at the same time, I'm committed to Suping.
So the question is, does your exes also change the way of you loving your current Suping?
I would say they don't change the way I love her, but it sort of influence the thoughts when it comes to being making decisions.
So let's say wiser decision for the both of you.
I would say wiser decisions lah. Not in a point she changes the way I do things, but it makes me think more the more I provide for her, the more better she feels, So I will provide maybe 100% of love to her instead of previously maybe 50-50, you know, these kind of things lah.
What are you guys' perception on like going skeptical here, mythical dark side a bit, you know? Not say it's dark side lah. It's like, you know, always I don't know lah, maybe I'm a bit superstitious with this. Like sometimes you will like go through and check like numbers, or maybe like what horoscope horoscope compatibility, Chinese animal.
Okay, I do that. But then I don't really
You don't really take it to point.
I don't take it to point. I feel like okay, there's maybe a 20%, 30%. Then from there you take it as a guide only lah. So but I'm not saying I'm very superstitious but then I do that, you know, especially your birth date and so on.
Obviously, when in the starting of the relationship, you will start to think that, right?
Yeah, I do also do that.
Please note that it doesn't influence. Please, to those of you who believe in astrology, so sorry, but then I don't.
I do, but I know it doesn't.
It's just a general whatever it is lah.
Yeah, it's just a general way you understand. Okay, you know,
this is that.
Just a reminder that okay, these are things you need to do for, you know, that kind of thing.
I think initially for Suping and me, right, we tried to I tried to check all these relationship kind of thing lah, like because the Chinese zodiac, right, apparently for my zodiac, which is the dragon, and her one is the sheep. If you check it online, right, it's not really sync on.
Because the dragon eat the sheep.
I guess so lah. I guess so lah.
I mean, it's true. You're the more aggressive, then you know the Suping is the more.
If talking about zodiac nowadays, also we don't really see it anymore. But talking back to this, it's actually not sync one between the two.
Okay.
And then zodiac wise, previous, let's say my ex is actually same with you guys. You guys are horses.
Horse dragon also eat horse man.
You say dragon eat horse but you know we are.
The horse can run faster.
No, but in according to Chinese zodiac, dragon and horse are quite
compatible lah.
Compatible lah. But then you think about it, right? Based on this, right? These are all like superstitious kind of thoughts. You just you shouldn't let it affect your current decisions of your partners. Like let's say zodiac say, today you have to propose to your partner. Takkan you want to go to the shop and go buy a ring and it's like, today I have to propose to my partner. Right? You don't let it control your life.
Correct. I think in the end, most important that we learn from this is that in the end, after what when we make a certain decision about love, I think we have to stick by it. Like if you decided to break up or you decided to go full force with a girl, then you have to go by it.
Commit.
I mean, of course, it's not the one hand. Not say the one hand like you like the girl, then the girl don't like you, still die go for the girl. I'm talking about like once you are like together and then you decide that this is the girl, you go for it lah. If you don't want, then once you make sure I want to break up, then you break up.
Yeah, but it's easy to say from a single perspective. But when you're with someone for so long already, right? Then after that, you will feel like committed. Then you feel like I spent with her how many years already? It's like if I break up now, it's like the amount of years that I with her. It's like wasted. I also had that thinking when I was
that was also me when I had my previous.
That's why we were dragging so long.
Mine also dragged 8 years. So just say I'm a very loyal guy. Okay. 8 years lah, but then I think a lot of relationship. If one way like either it go like you, or go like me.
Total compromise, then marry, then not happy, and then yada yada.
I'm not married, but then, you know.
No lah, I mean marry is also the next thing lah.
So like I say, what is the decision is important. You have made it to go it through. You go all the way. Go all the way. If you decided to break up, then it's all the way lah. Then it's just life.
It's like that already ma.
Yeah. You cannot really like you know. So I think it also comes out of this question actually. A lot of people always say, you must always find someone that you must always find someone that loves you more.
Oh, that's the next juicy topic, because right, when it comes to this question, right, they say right, in a relationship, right, the love is always not equal.
Oh yeah,
it's definitely not equal.
No, yeah, that's how I think. The love is not equal. It's either between you love your partner more or your partner loves you more.
Yeah,
right.
I think that's a thing. A lot of things which are actually very true and affects a lot of decision making. Because if you don't love the person more than you, then until today, right, you want to find the one
that love you more.
No, actually, like to find the one, right? What was the question again? To find the
basically
your just asking as the one. Just asking as the one.
It means that person, that partner, and you must love each other
equally.
Yeah, that is the best. But I think.
But this is like an ideal
situation.
And even you see. Like, you know, let's take Will Smith, for example. Back in the days, he also give quotes, what? You know, it's all about happiness. It's about finding she live her own life and then I live my own life and then we come together and to be happy. But in the end, she married the same, you know, Jada Pinkett Smith. See, in the end, you can give. So in the end, right? In the end, it's just that there's no such thing as find that two person that really love each other most and then comes together one.
I think it comes to a point to say that in the current scenario, it's can be fine. Can you find it?
Okay, so now my question comes here, right? Your partner love you more, you love your partner more?
I was fortunate both of my partners, current and previously, all love me more.
Oh, yeah. This is a very typical.
Yours? Mine is the opposite lah. So my current relationship, I would say she loved me more, but my previous one is I'm the one that so it's the opposite.
So Ben, don't watch this episode.
No, honestly speaking,
truths.
Yeah, honestly, I'm very grateful that I found the one that loved me more. Then, in a way, right, after the years, right, when you keep thinking, right, because I'm in my 6 years in relationship with her and happily married lah, even though it's like few weeks only, okay?
But few weeks. The wedding was few weeks.
Okay, the signing was about 1 year ago. Okay, anyway, this topic, right, I feel if you can manage to find the one that loves you more, you'll feel more happy. Yeah. Because at the end of the day, right, you will be the one you're willing to commit to the one to give back.
And I also feel that if you want to say the one or the 50-50 love, the balance one, right? How to know
you are 50-50?
In my perspective lah, how to know whether you're 50-50 or she's like the one for you, right? It's like things that you normally won't do, right? But for this new person or whoever, right, you want to do instead. It's like maybe your previous one, like I don't want to do.
Give example.
I don't want to, okay, like in my previous one, right, I don't want to purposely plan like maybe there's an event or there's a no event of like Valentine's or Christmas or whatever, right? It's like very typical. Like if you're in a relationship, you
have to do something. Yeah.
But those things are like I don't want to do in my previous relationship. But this one is like I will.
You will make your committed to
do. Directly, you love the person more.
Yeah, and also right, there will be certain moments that you don't really need a occasion to celebrate. You just
want to go out and celebrate.
Want to go out and like that, you know, like staycation or just want to give her something nice. Just you store the moment you feel like it,
So girls, if you're watching this, right, do find someone who loves you more. This is very serious. No, serious.
Yeah.
I mean, even in my previous relationship.
So you say my relationship not good, is it?
I mean, you're blessed. I mean, you're blessed now. At least you're wise and you're mature enough to understand that person who loves you more, you must love the person back.
Yeah.
Not everyone is like that. I think in my previous relationship also, maybe I don't appreciate love. Then
no, because it's not the right one. You don't feel obligated that you want to give back.
I mean, I do understand that she loves me and I do give, but the thing is, I think maybe.
I think you were too occupied with work also lah. I wouldn't blame it lah because you were.
Okay, back in the days, I had no money and then
you couldn't even be in this podcast lah. Just honestly speaking, I think you wouldn't have time for
this. Cannot afford this also lah. Watch.
So yeah, I think it came up with a lot of problems and then it just.
That's how the issue
became rocky.
And then I realized in my past one also is that we keep realizing that there is an underlying problem,
but you know it
that didn't get resolved, and it keep coming back.
Yep.
It keep coming back.
So it's something like saying like let's say we had a fight last week, right? And then this week we fought something. Then we're like, hey, remember last week you did like that? That thing makes it.
No, it's just I think also the problem is like say, okay, don't worry, I will change. I will do this, and then
it
1 month around, it didn't change.
Then you still the same.
The problem is because that is your character. It's
who you are.
It's who you are. So when it becomes a problem, right, it means that relationship really is.
Correct.
So I think that was my problem in my previous one. So now.
But does it make you like think wise? Like let's say you are in a new relationship now. Let's say you got a girlfriend now, right? And she's like, last time you say you want to do like this, but you didn't do it. So
now that's why I say.
Will they have that relapse to think like, hey, actually last time that's what my ex say. Should I like
My advice for people.
Your perspective.
Your perspective lah.
Okay, before we even get into a relationship, right, we must already like once you know the person, you must already start to tell that, hey, this is how I am.
You can't straight away say maybe 1 year relationship.
Slowly lah, slowly like say, hey, this is how I am, and then talk it out, and then if really needs to change, then.
Are you, for your perspective, are you willing to change?
That's why I say it comes down to whether you love the person more.
Let's say you love this person.
Definitely.
You will do anything. So it's like Jisoo.
Actually, the indirect way.
Jisoo will die for me. I'll jump down the Hosu, the leg. Hosu, jump.
Actually, maybe it's like we older already, right? So we would think like don't want to play all this mind game shit and stuff like that. Right? I would think from my perspective is that with NG the early days, right? We were like everything, all the closets from all the skeleton of the closet we straight away take out, right? Like within the first 6 months. So it's like it's really like a make or break moment, you know. It's like either
it doesn't work out or it goes on. Yeah.
I rather have it like this so that it's like we don't waste each other's time.
So meaning what, like all the classes saying like you love sex or that kind of thing? Or
yeah.
Example.
I need to have sex 5 times a week. Or I need to go to.
It could be true lah. You mean Royce
3 times a
week. Or we like you know. Something here.
What's that? Exercise. What is this? Just say. I don't know. I don't understand what it says. Okay, but then. So yeah.
But yeah lah. For my relationship wise, I think Kim said his one is he just take out everything from the closet. For mine wise, what I did was I slowly preempt her. I tell her more and more slowly lah. So it's like more of a progressive thing. So a bit, give more. I give a bit, I give a bit. Because I scared
you'll be
that
too much
if I give too much, then she suddenly say, I think we shouldn't work on this relationship. Okay, bye. Then what?
That's why I say love is a very big and general topic. It's very hard to define one way is right and one way is not right.
There's no one way is right.
Yeah. So in the end, finding the right person and people who have feeling towards you also is a question.
I mean, people who have feelings towards you, right? That one works over time. You don't just meet this person and like,
feeling.
Yeah, it doesn't work like that one, bro.
The initial attraction from the physical does play a part, but it won't straight away. But maybe the person is like physically damn attractive, but maybe he's like
he's bad attitude.
Maybe he's like doing drugs or he's like super.
But then there are also times where you get to know the person before even you like the person. Or I mean, if you like the person and then the person actually tell, actually I don't like you, I just like you as a friend.
That's why you get.
That's why the intention is clear already, lor.
No.
So you know.
That's the friend zone.
Then the thing is, some people they put the effort inside. Like let's say I think we have a common friend where also like the person before you even start relationship, wow, the big present, don't know what kind of present, and then after that,
it doesn't work well, right? I mean, because it reached to a point the true colors come out, the closets never clear and all those.
But I don't know. I feel that if the person says that, let's say, especially girls, if they say, because I have a friend who told me, I think a few nights before we went drinking, he said, "Hey, 爱情可以培养的."
Sorry, banana. So
love can be developed over time, that kind of thing.
Okay.
But the problem is, my perspective is that if a person don't like you, right, no matter how much effort you put in, right,
it won't change.
It won't change. Yeah. But then the same for girls, right? So because my friend is a girl, I mean, then she told me, no, last time also I don't like my boyfriend one. No, I like.
Why?
Compromise really good.
No, before even they're just friends and then suddenly I like.
Maybe it's because the effort that the guy put in. Eventually, normally it's the effort.
As the chaser.
Yeah, as the chaser.
Or you kind of like give in, you kind of like, hey, he's like doing so much nice thing, it's like you think.
Like
he also like not bad lah. It's like okay lah, I like him lah.
Slow compromise lah, I would say. You can't expect.
That was me last time.
but the thing is,
but deep down,
feeling, right? Why, if you really say no feeling, then why keep on putting effort and then can feeling change? I don't think so.
Because he's scared to be lonely.
Emotional, I mean, it's more emotional. Yeah, it's more of an emotional part to say like, you.
Maybe wake up one day and just realize, hey, why I keep thinking of this person? Or then miss.
Or
beginning not my type, then suddenly become my type. Really, shit
because of the effort you put in,
slowly kick in.
Shit,
hey, don't say lah.
I didn't finish the word lah. Shipal.
Stop it.
It's part, it's a part.
Yeah, but yeah.
As I said, no. Yeah, I don't know lah.
You feel sad already, is it?
Huh?
You feel sad because
I don't feel sad lah. I just feel that love is a very, very general, very big.
Then you say that
no right or no wrong.
You say that 3 times already. It's true. I know you're very emotional, but your heart
no tears, but
no tears lah. Definitely. Just that we need to understand that today, whatever you do this way or that way, also there's no right or wrong. In the end, it's just that
it's a learning experience.
You punya destiny dengan perempuan ni tak ada lah. You want to bantu, you tak boleh, you suruh buat
Don't worry,
salah.
they say there are many fishes in the sea.
yeah.
But then it depends on how much
there also
fish
be-
food you got.
But there also people say, I only want that fish.
You want the setup? You only want the cod
I
fish.
mau makan codfish. I don't like patin lah.
I don't like all the
我
banana fish.
要忘不了，我不喜欢跟崩鱼啊。
Then that one I cannot help lah. I mean, up to them lah.
That's the whole.
So are you that kind? You only want the
I
you only want the
feel-
comedy.
Okay, I feel if I want the codfish, I'll try my best for the codfish. Even the codfish keep swimming away, I'll go for the codfish. But then it will come to a realization at one point
Yes.
It
that I
hit
have to
you
let go
to
of the
say,
codfish.
yeah,
But the
yeah.
thing is, that period, right, when you finally get out, you realize, oh shit, 2 years has
too
passed.
late, too late.
2 years has passed. I wasted on this codfish. I should find some patin yu or something.
So you have to do that.
so
No, but you also indirectly want the happiness. Yeah. You want to chase them.
But it's in a way it's good lah.
the chase is actually
The adrenaline
Spell.
rush. Because it's like, she like me or not? If I put in more,
But
will she like me or not?
but the friend says she don't like me.
Oh.
But she never say by herself. Maybe I should-
Maybe still got chance, maybe still got
That
chance.
is denial.
No, you know what's the word? Ambiguity.
Different perspective.
Different perspective.
But ambiguity, yes.
Yeah.
It must always be ambiguity. But that's why I say it's a very anyway, it's just a podcast. Interpret how you want to interpret. Not interpret how you want to interpret. So,
Any closing thoughts
closing thoughts?
for this?
Okay, we all give, like, let's just say all this, we give a closing, like, maybe for me personally, I feel, no right or wrong, just go ahead and experience
The chase.
Yeah, the chase. Then if it's fail, then you go back and cry only lah. But just make sure after you,
You go to a small corner and start crying. Oh.
after you cry, you just have to make sure that
Yeah.
okay.
Work towards the next
Okay,
party.
Yeah.
There's this thing I learned right back in those entrepreneur one, right? But we put it in love lah. Okay.
okay.
SWN.
SW. So SW 3 times.
SWN. I forgot who taught this.
Okay.
Some will, some won't. So what? Next.
Oh, that's a good one. That's a good one.
That's my closing. Sorry.
I would say that from my perspective after the previous one, right? If we see, we need to imagine ourselves like having chapters of books
one.
in our life, So it's like, okay, now we are single. Then after that, we turn the next chapter. It's like, oh, I'm dating, I'm chasing someone. Then if the person don't jadi, okay, then you just move on to the next chapter. You have that mindset to move on to the next chapter and find a new one. Or if you work with someone, doesn't work out, break up, you move
Next
your
chapter.
page to the next chapter, your emotions to the next chapter. Because if you keep like feeling sad and emo,
Then the page will keep building up.
yeah, the page will be stuck here, It's like, hey, he break up here
Very
already.
good analogy.
Yeah, it's
He
actually
break up
very
here already, but then he's still stuck here. He's still ding ding dong dong emo until the page finish. Like he's still emo.
Same book.
Yeah, it's same book finish already. So it's like you just move on and get on with your life. Because later after a while when you find the next one or you chase someone, then you feel like, hey, all the time wasted on the
Yeah. 2 years, huh?
emo and the previous
Not
one.
really wasted lah. It's like sort of saying like you learn, then you implement lah. I would say.
But then don't take too long.
Yeah, Roy, you say don't take too long, but
Isn't
you're
it
still single,
Isn't it
right?
they all say the time they used to get over the ex is years divided by 2?
Yeah, so
Yeah.
it's like 4 years. Oh, no lah, not
Hey, so yeah, what you
Not
saying
really,
out?
actually.
What you saying out? Oh,
really not.
don't lah,
It
don't.
depends on.
Depends on.
So what are your closing thoughts?
Yeah.
For me, I think this is a very interesting topic lah, I would say, because this is a more sensitive topic that everybody tend to go through in life. And then chapter wise, like what Kim said also, it's a learning experience. If once you have that wedding, all those already, then you stay together, right? Then you reach a point to say like, okay, this is my next chapter. So what's the next chapter? Normally is the get kids, move on with your life, blah blah blah. See your kids grow up. That's more future already lah. But relationship wise, I think sad to say, exes will remain as exes, but you move on with your life
Amen
lah.
to that.
Amen to that.
Kiyero! So that will be our closing.
Yeah. What's next week?
I don't know.
I don't know.
You'll see when the time comes.
Yeah. Or maybe in the comment section.
Yes, just let us know.
Yeah.
We are quite happy to talk about it. Okay, bye.
Okay, bye.
Okay.